This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this throwing. Complete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. This goes out wide for Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. From the red zone now, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tyson Alualu busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how. Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there. These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right. First carry for Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action here with Dalton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Winston now to throw on first down. And a Steeler pressure. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Winston airing one out for Boyd. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Winston. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Winston. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Dalton's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Dalton, 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals 21-yard line.
Dalton off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Another chance for Dalton. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Second and 10. Jameis to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A toss left. Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Way to show him.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Wilson now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Dumps it off to Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Returning it, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And some room to maneuver. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Dalton here from the gun. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because...
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction, and that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals going. And last time, decent to pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in. Good field position,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
To try again after the sack, Winston looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to go up top again. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up to make the play there defensively, Von Bell, leading tackler in Cincinnati last year. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. He gets it complete to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. He finds his target, Ebron, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 36 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that moves their lead up even further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Johnson now returning. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tyson Alualu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Winston now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, it stays up, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want to throw it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He gets this one to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jameis to throw it. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Steelers 57, Bengals 45.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 39, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.